What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we are going to be showcasing how to get the first exotic catalyst for the brand new Choir of One exotic auto rifle just added into Destiny 2 within Echoes Act 3. And so, let's get started. Now, the first thing I believe you do need to do is get the original version of the Choir of One to start to get the quest that gives you the catalyst. So, if you want to do that, you just need to beat the Encore exotic mission on normal difficulty, but it is a bit of a complicated mission with a lot of confusing jumping puzzles and mechanics. If you want a guide on how to beat it, check out mine, it's linked right up above. But once you get your Choir of One, at this point, you can head to the tower and talk to Banshee. As you can see, he's gonna have a new quest for you to go and do two important things. The first one is to find the secret chest within the Encore exotic mission, and the second one is to complete that Encore exotic mission on expert difficulty. Now, importantly, you want to be doing these at the same time. I believe to access the secret chest, you need to be on expert difficulty anyways. Now, another important thing to know is, as you can see right here from Bungie Help, there's some issues going on with this overall exotic quest. Some people are not getting rewards if they haven't done all of the Act 1 and Act 2 quests, so just keep that in mind. Do this at your own risk. However, it worked perfectly fine for myself and my teammates. Now, in terms of the expert difficulty, a lot of the modifiers are going to change. It's going to be 2005 light level, which is not too bad, but you're now going to have barrier and overload champions, which is quite important. You're going to have a void threat. Overcharged weapons are going to be present, including overcharged auto rifles specifically, and then you have Arc Surge and Solar Surge. So, in terms of completing this expert difficulty version of the Encore mission, it's going to function identically in terms of the route you take for the jumping puzzles, in terms of the mechanics as the normal difficulty version. The big difference is going to be the secret exotic chest, which I will explain, as well as the combat is going to be notably more difficult. So, going forward in this guide, I'm going to be explaining things as if you've already done the exotic mission, you know the routes to take. I'm not going to be going over all that stuff again. Like I said before, check out my guide if you haven't done this mission yet. Now, the first new thing that you're going to encounter for expert difficulty and the first step in getting the secret chest is going to be right after dropping down this purple hole right here. On normal difficulty, if you went to the left into this portal room, there was nothing there, but on expert difficulty, as you can see, there is a Vex Conflux you can interact with. Now, once you do, you're gonna have to wait around for a little while, and then four of those Vex cubes are gonna spawn above you. And you can see if you shoot the wrong one, then there's going to be immunity shields going around the rest of them, and they will despawn. So how do you know which one to shoot? Well, simply look for which one has a smaller Vex cube underneath it, as you can see right here. So shoot that one, look around as to where that small glowing Vex cube spawns again, shoot that one, and then just keep shooting the big Vex cubes that have that small Vex cube next to them. After you shoot 4 of these, then more of those Vex cubes are going to spawn. Same thing. They're going to be further away, but just look for those smaller glowing cubes nearby and then shoot them in the correct order. Once you do, this chest is going to spawn and open up, and you're not really going to get much. However, it seems that doing this will unlock future confluxes later in the mission that you can complete for additional secret chests that will eventually check off that requirement for the Banshee Quest. So, once you've done this conflux, you're simply going to head forward through this mission as normal, all the way until you get to this section right here. So, you have just killed all these enemies. You're going to pick up this gold module, and then you're going to plant this gold module right here and head through to the first planetoid piston hammer. Now, right beside that piston hammer is going to be yet another conflux. You can activate it, and as you can see, it's going to open up a nearby portal. You head through there, and it takes you back to that original conflux room you were just at. However, in that conflux room, there's another portal that's actually open. So you head through there, and that's going to teleport you back to where you first started this mission. However, now there is another Vex conflux you can activate, as you can see right here. And when you do, if you look down in the bottom left corner of your screen, you're going to have a certain amount of time remaining, and you have to shoot a bunch of these objects. Like, you can see me aim in and shoot this one right here. Now, where are these objects? Well, there's going to be, I think, around 5 scattered around this area, and there's these very light Vex lines going through the air from that original conflux that you just interacted with, and they're going to lead you in the direction of these objects you need to shoot. So you can see me shoot the first one right here. I follow the next line, and it seemingly leads to nowhere, but I just need to keep going past this object it touches, and the thing I need to shoot is just behind it, as you can see right here. Then I'm going to go find another object near this big tree and shoot it, as you can see right here. And then I have another object to shoot right here. Now, this was the final one because my teammate went and shot another one, and the one he shot was, as you can see, all the way back behind this like big tree right here. So just follow those lines coming out of the conflux, shoot those 5 different things, and as you can see, it will give you a new upgraded intrinsic trait for your Choir of One exotic auto rifle, along with some other rewards. Now, at this point, you can head back through the portal. That's going to take you to that circular portal room, head through the other portal you came through, and that's going to put you right back at that planetary piston hammer that you kind of first activated this second conflux. Now, at this point, guys, you're going to simply keep going through the mission as normal. You're going to get through the first boss encounter, or I should say bosses encounter, because there's 2 of them, and once you defeat those bosses, you're going to keep moving forward, guys, all the way to this section right here. So when you have unlocked the portal to teleport to like kind of the final room just before the final boss arena, as you can see, we have yet another conflux in our way. So you're going to activate this conflux, and as you can see, it will open up a portal to that portal room, and you're going to head through the open portal in this room, and you're going to get to this brand new area right here. So this is going to be a puzzle you need to solve. So as you can see, there's going to be 2 different blue modules on the ground. What you need to do is take these blue modules, activate these portals, and when you go through these portals, as you can see, it will teleport you up above, and then there's going to be these purple objects that you need to shoot. However, often they're going to be shielded, preventing you from shooting them, and there's going to be a timer above them. So you need to shoot all of these objects within that time frame. How do you do that? Well, you need to open the right portals in the right order. So how the heck do you do that? Well, as you can see right here, above all of these potential portal locations is going to be a red diamond. So when you do open up one of these portals by planting the blue module in it, then you're going to actually create like a blue laser that's going to go from the portal you just opened with the blue module, and it's going to then connect with a different portal on the other side of the room, or maybe just beside it. Like, it will connect with a different portal entrance in another part of this room. So it will lead you to where you need to go. So what that means is you're going to open a portal, head through, and shoot that object inside. Then you're going to take one of the blue modules and plant it in the portal entrance that the laser beam is pointing. Like, go over to where the laser beam is telling you to go, follow the line, and plant it in there. Then you go through that portal, and that is going to let you go in there and shoot that purple object without it being shielded. At this point, you grab one of the blue modules, and you just keep making those connections, right? Like, you go to where the glowing diamond is. You plant it there, head inside, destroy that object, and because you planted it in that new location, you'll have a new laser pointing off of that one to go somewhere else. So just keep following the laser beam and going to where the glowing diamonds are. Like, keep going from like portal to portal to portal, depending on where it's pointing you to go, as you can see in the background gameplay. And once you've gone through all of the correct portals and shot all of these objects, guys, then you're going to have another chest that spawns. And importantly, the other two chests, like if you would have checked the Banshee Quest, they don't complete the secret chest objective. But this new chest, as you can see right here, when you do complete it, if you open up your quest tab, you will have the secret chest opened complete. So I do believe you have to do all of those chests, and each one will unlock the other until you finally get that final one done. At this point, all you need to do is beat this mission on expert difficulty. And I do want to talk a little bit about the final boss fight on expert difficulty, because it's probably going to be a lot different than normal difficulty. Normal difficulty, we just absolutely nuked this guy, but on expert, it's probably going to take a bit more. So importantly, when you first start this encounter off and you need to plant that first like green object, I may have been incorrect in my original guide saying you have to go to the right to find that Vex platform you need to stand on. It might just be random. So you might have to go to the right or to the left, and you might have to check one before going to the other. But one of these, either the right or the left spawned platform that you spawn using the green module, is going to have that like platform you need to stand on to complete all the way to 100. Once you complete that, you're going to DPS the boss as normal and then spawn the Minotaurs, which are going to spawn more blue modules. But keep in mind, you're probably going to have to do a lot more chasing. So as you can see, for us, we had to go back through, and then we had to plant that green module again, activate the conflux again, and actually wait on another like platform until it got to 100% for accessing. So if you aren't able to get the boss's health all the way down to that last chunk, you will have to sit on that portal like again. So you're gonna have to transport the green module through the portal you open up with the blue modules dropped from the Minotaurs, right? And you're gonna have to just kind of do those mechanics again to give you access to damage the boss. And then when the boss gets to that immunity phase, guess what? You gotta go back through the portals, get to the other side, and then you need to shoot that shield one more time to open the boss up for DPS. But again, it's just going to potentially change your tactics, having to move around and likely do the mechanics multiple times in order to defeat this boss. But once you do finally kill the boss, as you can see right here, the quest will complete and give you the Subsistence Refit Exotic Catalyst. So head over to the Enclave, and as you can see right here, you're going to want to upgrade your Intrinsic, a perk that you got earlier in the mission. That's going to unlock the option to put on a different barrel, and then you're going to be able to put on Subsistence for this gun, which is just a massive improvement. Like, giving it an extra perk is awesome, and in future weeks, you're going to be able to get destabilized rounds and also Onslaught, which is going to be crazy. And so guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickKakis. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.